friends. In today's video, I'm taking you from start to finish how I run my whatnot auctions. The real raw truth of it all. We're gonna go back in time. I'm gonna show you how I process the inventory, get it hung up. I actually remembered to film myself doing an auction. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to put as much information in here as possible so that the video is helpful, entertaining, informative. I keep it real with you here, you guys. So I'm showing you like the down and dirty, I guess, the gritty, the good, whatever. So let's jump into it. We're gonna go back in time to tomorrow, and or 2 days ago when I started processing the inventory. That's what takes me the longest. If you enjoy this, subscribe. We are 100 subscribers away from 10K. 100, we can do it, friends. And follow me on Whatnot because I have been thoroughly enjoying it. Let's go. All right, it is time to start work. It is, will it focus? 11:15, August 25th. That is my birthday. Just finished having some champagne and packing up for Amazon. So this is approximately, I think like 75 to 100 pieces of skims, bodysuits, bras, shorts, etc. For tomorrow's sale, I'm going to probably do 40 to 50 items. So what I do, and I'll show you on the computer, I use the CSV Uploader, and I put all of them in the file, one by one, painstakingly. It's the most time-consuming part of setting up a sale. All the info in there, and then I list it by number, so then when I run it, I know number one what it is. It's listed. I got these tags off Amazon, super affordable. I think they were like $8 or something. And then I just go in order. So as I list it, like let's say, you'll see what I mean, but let's say I'm going to have these Skims Core Control briefs as number one. I'll put that on the CSV file, basically like an Excel spreadsheet. And then I'll put it on number one, and then so on and so forth. So this is what I do before every stream. It is very time consuming, and I do try to put photos for every single thing. If I can find a stock photo, I'll put it. I do try to put photos of the actual item, but usually I run out of time. I'll show you what I mean when I do the listing. But and then for things that are in the buy it now, I for sure put a photo of the actual item, because if you're gonna, I feel like, you know, if you're gonna buy something without me showing it to you in the auction, you should see photos of the actual item. So here we go. This is probably gonna take, I mean, I'm getting faster at it, so it'll probably take like an hour or two. I don't know. We'll see how far I make it tonight. I mean, it is my birthday. Well, my birthday's coming to an end. I would show you me, but I am currently in my silk PJs and I look crazy, so I don't want to. And I've been having champagne. And let's go. I use my laptop, and I'm gonna go watch Handmaid's Tale. Is it Handmaid's Tales? Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. Let's go. These are all beauty products. All right, on the laptop, this is where you get the CSV file. It's in the seller help section of Whatnot, and you just click here where it says template. This laptop is really old. They have a whole tutorial about how to use this. Watch it. It's really helpful. It's like, I don't know, 2 minutes long. I think they said to make a copy. So I'm just going to make a copy of that. So you create your own one. And then this will be pretty boring, you guys, so I'm not going to have you watch me do this. But all of this needs to be exact, and they explain that in the tutorial. Like, you know, it needs to say exactly one of these categories. So I'm going to do vintage and thrift, and what is it? Women's modern. And so this is where you can change. It doesn't need to be exact. So category and subcategory need to be exact, but you just choose from the drop-down list. And then title, that's when you start putting whatever you want to put. So like I said, I always start with a number. So do 01. So then when I'm running the auction, I just pull up 1, and that'll be the first item that I list. So I do 01, the title of the auction, of the item, the description. I usually keep the description pretty basic because most of the stuff I'm selling is new with tags or new without tags. So I just put that here. You put the quantity and you do whether it's auction or buy it now. You can put your price, all the categories that you can put in a listing, and then you just go all the way down. And it's great, you guys. I just put everything here, upload it. The only thing that sucks is that you cannot do photos from the desktop. So once all of this is uploaded, I have to go in on my phone and put in photos for each listing, which is kind of annoying. But I did email seller support, and they said that the option to upload photos from the computer is coming soon. So that's pretty cool. They have the most expeditious customer support, but we'll talk about that later. I don't think it's very fun for you guys to watch me typing and entering everything, so I'll check back in with you. This item is going to be number 1. I'm watching Handmaid's Tales. And you get to check out some thongs. And there you go. A little thong action for you. Can you see? Alright friends, I completely sped through this process because it's not fun to watch anyone just typing. But you're going to notice I keep getting up and down because I have my clothing rack right next to me. So as I enter the item and do number 1, number 2, I actually put it on the clothing rack that's labeled, you know, number 1, number 2, and I'll show you this in a minute, but that's basically what I'm doing. You'll see, I'll tell you in a minute. This took me about 2.5 hours, which is way too long for just 40 items. I was drinking champagne, I was talking to my fiance, I was watching TV. I do recommend if you're doing this, try to reduce all distractions to just get it done, you guys, because when you drag it on, it just feels like so much more work. But it was my birthday, so usually this 40 items would take me like an hour, maybe a little less if it's skims, because at this point, I've sold so many skims, you guys, that I know the names of the items, I know the colors of the items. But you can see here, I'm just looking up some stock photos for new items that I hadn't sold before. And like I said, I try to put a photo for every item if I can, not all the time. I just run out of time because you can't put photos currently in the CSV file. You have to do it separately as a separate step. So I'll talk about that later and show you what I'm talking about. But I just thought we would speed through this because it's not fun, but it's work, friends. And I just wanted to show you the whole process of what it takes to set up for an auction. When you preload the store, it's a lot of work on the front end, but then you can go way faster in your auction when you're live. I love being able to go super fast. So let me show you the details of the CSV, what I got done, how long it took, and then we're gonna jump to the day of the auction. Take a look at the time, friends. It is 1:32 a.m. I would show you on my watch, but it has turned off. That took way longer than it should have because I've been watching Handmaid's Tale, I've been having some champagne, I've been talking to the fiance because it's my birthday. The champagne, well, it was my birthday yesterday. The champagne was up here. It is now down here. So that took way longer than it should have. I could have shaved off like 40 minutes, but got 40 items uploaded into the CSV file. So now they're all numbered. I'll show you the clothing rack. I'm going to upload this to, you basically just go like you're going to upload a listing. You upload the CSV and then boom, they're all there. And then all you have to do is add the photos. Sorry. I'm also having a snack now that I'm done uploading everything. So here's all the items. Number 1, you can see all the way to number 40. So now when I run the auction, I just go in order. I grab the item. It makes shipping a breeze. Oh, it makes shipping so easy, you guys. If you're doing clothing, numbering is the way to go. I know a lot of people take requests and they don't go in order, but even if you do that, just having the numbers when you're doing shipping, it's just so easy. So I'm gonna stop at 40. I might do 10 more. The most I've ever done in one stream is 50. I don't know how you guys do 100. I've seen some people do like 120. There's just no way. Like, I just can't. And I'm so high energy in mine that I think I would pass out. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get to the point where I work up to 100. But for now, with working full-time and everything, like 50 to 60 is probably my max. So So I might add 10 more to this in the morning. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we do the auction. Friends, it is the day of the stream. Don't mind my busted, what do they call this? A splint thing, carpal tunnel. We could just, that's a whole other video. All right, it's the day of the stream. It's about 30 minutes before. There's all the items I showed you last night. So I'm glammed up. This is a lot of work, friends. I don't think I mentioned that up to this point. And I don't want to put on a facade that this is super easy. And it's extremely a lot of work if this is not your full-time job. Like if I had a whole day to dedicate to doing all this, great. But I do not. I work full-time. I have a kid. I have a fiance. Like many of you do. You know, we have lives. But I think there's just an added amount, I don't want to say stress, but an added amount of work. Of course, my mother is calling me. That is hilarious. An added amount of work when you have a full-time job and you're a part-time reseller, when you're doing live auctions. It's just a lot, friends. So I got glammed up. Everything's up. I'm going to finish uploading some photos. And then I'm just going to film myself. I'm going to do voiceover while I'm doing the live auction and just explain to you some tips, tricks, lessons I've learned over the last 2 months. I am not an expert, right? I'm filming this August 2022, and I've been doing it for exactly 2 months. I'm just sharing with you what I've learned over these last 2 months, what's helped me, and just being real with you that this shiznat is a lot of work, friends, and I'm only doing 40 items. I'm only doing 40. I see people daily that are doing 50 to 100, and I'm like, there is no way with a full-time job that I could do that. And I'm currently on vacation from my full-time job. I took the week off for my birthday, and I'm still like, dang, I'm realizing, like, I can't believe I do this on days where I work my full-time job, on days when I have limited childcare, like, whew. Anyways, it is fun, though, and I do think it's worth it for me. Maybe we'll do at the end of the video, I'll share numbers. I like to do like what sold and numbers and stuff like on separate videos. So I've already done that for a couple of whatnot streams. I'll link that down below. But I'm gonna put you guys on a tripod and you can see how it goes. Let me show you this. I didn't realize you guys my ring light was gonna be so blinding. Let me turn it off. So eventually I want to have this as a background. I'll put something on the screen that says like subscribe or something. But for now, I use my iPad to stream from. I told you the problems with my phone. I won't go into it. I use this cheapy ring light that has worked for years. It's falling apart, but it still works. I can link it down below. I got this iPad stand down below. I love it. The phone stand that I bought, not so much, that I showed in the last video, but this iPad stand is amazing. I mean, I've seen people use it just to read, to watch TV. It's great. It's very sturdy. And so then facing this way, it's just the bare minimum. They can't see those bins. That's inventory I need to process. That'll be gone by like next week. That, is it Laurel? Laurel Piano? I always butcher this brand's name. I'm gonna photograph this tonight. It's just been hung up. Loro Piana. I always butcher it. Anyways, it's a bolo. For sure, friends, look it up. That's what the tag looks like. Let me clean you, you're kind of dirty. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. I'm sorry, my phone screen was so dirty. So I'm gonna photograph that tonight, that'll be gone. I ordered a curved velvet couch. You guys, it was so expensive, but I cannot wait till it comes. So I'm gonna have like multiple filming backgrounds in my office because, you know, I also film YouTube videos here. I film them here. I use this background. I want to have this as a background and then the TV I just showed you. So I just stand and we run the auction. I go from 1 to 40 and it goes very, very fast. If you've seen my whatnot live streams, you know I like to go fast, and a lot of people that have watched my live streams say they like it. They like fast pace. I mean, people, I don't know, everybody's different, but from what I've heard, the people that watch my streams, they don't have all day, you guys. And this is stuff that they want to see, and they want to see it quickly, and they want to go on about their day, and they kind of want to be entertained and feel like they're hanging out with a friend. So, I don't know, it just depends. I say, this sounds so cliche, but be yourself. If you're not super high energy, do not do that just to be on camera, because people are going to feel that you're fake. On camera, I'm very high energy. I'm very animated. I talk with my hands a lot, and that's just what I do on stream, you know, and I go very fast paced. And I try, unlike these videos, to not meander with my thoughts. You guys know I can go off on tangents, but I will always come back to what I was originally talking about. I'm trying not to do that on these streams because it's not just me sitting down doing a video. I'm also trying to make money and make sales. So I've been doing that a little bit in my streams, and I'm trying not to, because this ain't a YouTube video. Like in YouTube, I'm not selling you anything. You know what I mean? So you'll see after I'm done with an auction, I'm usually exhausted, and I have never gone longer than an hour. I think if I were to do something longer, I'd have to sit down, or not even sit down. I would just, my energy level would drop, and that's okay. You know, you can't be high energy for all the time, but all right. All of this could change in a couple of months. If you're watching this like a year from now, whatnot has probably completely changed. I actually had a meeting with one of the thrift category, what is her title was like thrift women's clothing manager or whatever, and she was saying that in like 6 months the app is probably going to look totally different. So take all of this with a grain of salt. Let's get to work. All right, I don't think I told you, I actually run the stream from my iMac. I don't run it from the iPad because it makes the iPad shake, and I try to avoid that. So I'm going to start the music for now. You can play music on whatnot while you stream. This lighting is awful. That's not going to last long. I'm just trying to enjoy it while I can. It's the same thing as Twitch. Like Twitch, when it first started, way back, I think they could stream music. It's like a video game live streaming service, and now they can't do it either. So I'm sure that's coming, so I'm just going to enjoy it. So I am going to voice over and give you tips while I'm doing this, and I'll check with you when we're done. All right, this is the point that we jump to me doing the voiceover, because I do play, like I said, music during the stream, and we don't want to get copyright issues on YouTube. I always start every show with a couple of giveaways. Number one, I just remember from my onboarding, first of all, the wires in my standing desk are really bothering me. I'm sorry, don't judge. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? If Nikki's going to show you the down and dirty, you do not judge, okay? The office was a mess this day. I always start the show with a giveaway. When I did my onboarding, they informed us that basically, you know, giveaways is a great way to get new followers, to get more exposure, and then people can get discounted shipping because you pay the most for the first item you buy or you win, and then everything else would be discounted. So if you win a giveaway, I ship that to you for free. So the seller covers the cost of the giveaway shipping, and then they would get discounted shipping. So I try to start every show with like 1 or 2 giveaways, and then I need to start doing a giveaway in the middle and then in the end, because as I'll mention later, you're going to have viewers that cycle in and out. Some people just don't have an hour or 2 to sit and watch your entire stream, and some people don't want to. Sometimes they just want to buy what they want to buy and leave. So I try to catch all the people with giveaways in the beginning, middle, and end. Now, so you'll see, like I said, am I dancing? I'll tell you some details about what I was talking about after this voiceover part, but I get very up close. I show the detail of the item. I go to my computer. You can see me on my iMac over there. I start the auction. I pin the auction from there, and then I pin it. I talk about it. I run it. I talk about it while they're bidding. I show you how it would fit. It's a lot, you guys. And I'm, you know, usually pretty, I keep saying this, I'm high energy. I'm high energy. Some of you might be like, girl, you're not that high energy. Calm down. But for me, I am an introverted extrovert. So I can turn it on and turn it off and like be really high energy and a people person. But it's like, it's draining for me because I get my energy from being alone. I'm an only child. So to me, this is like putting on a show. For me, this is very high energy, but it's fun. I love it. But I just wanted to show you the behind the scenes to show you, you know, how much work it is and what it's like to put on a sold out stream. Granted, you guys, I am selling one of the hottest products right now. I'm not trying to say that to be cocky. It's just the fact. Skims is very popular. So do not feel bad if you don't have a sold out show. I have sold out every single Skims show because it's a high in demand brand. I've also done clothing shows where I didn't sell out everything and I didn't make a ton of money. I mean, that's just the name of the game in reselling, right? You need to be selling an item that people want, that's in demand, and that's good quality. And I'm lucky enough to be able to have access to this product. So I did sell out this show. I do try to be as detailed as possible. I think I'm doing a little story time here. You know how I just mentioned, oh, I try not to meander and, you know, I just try to do the products. No, I was having people guess my age. I was doing girl chat. I was telling people about date stories. I say that I won't do like personal stuff, but it's just my nature to be like a sharer, to be like, you know, feel like you're talking to a friend. At this point, I'm showing people everything I have on my desk. I'm like, I have my green smoothie. I have my tissue. You know, just do what feels natural to you. Do not, and I'm going to mention this again at the end of the video. This is just me naturally on camera. I've been doing YouTube for years. And so just be yourself. If you're not super high energy and you don't want to share a bunch of personal stuff, don't do it. Just be yourself, because people will feel if you're not being yourself. They'll feel like, you know, you're a little fake or something. I just feel like the reality of who you are will come through on camera. So just naturally be yourself, but I'm just showing you how I am and explaining how I do things. So I pin the item so they can see what's coming up next. I show it, I talk about it, I start the auction, and then I continue to show it and talk about it. And that's what you just see here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I'm doing. And I lift, I think I've told this to you guys. My mechanical desk is, my standing desk is mechanical. So I can push a button and make it high, make it low. So I stand, I don't think I've ever sat, oh, I do sit during my beauty auctions because I don't show my face. But for any clothing auction, I always stand, and I love that I can just, I love this desk, you guys. It was like, when I bought it, it was $800. I think the price has gone down to $700. It is a big investment, but it is huge. I got the 71-inch desk. They also make a 60-inch, which is way more affordable. I think it's like $300 less. It's huge. It fits my laptop, my huge iMac. I push a button, it goes up, it goes down. I tell you guys all the time, I put my little treadmill under it and I walk miles. It helped me lose a lot of weight. I still do it. I love this desk. So I'll try to link everything I can remember down below, but just don't judge the wires. Just looking at this is driving me nuts. I didn't realize like how crazy my wires look when the desk is standing up, but this is what I do, friends. This is it. And I did 40 items, and I'll talk to you. I'm going to come back on camera in the end and talk to you, but I think this took me about an hour. And then after the stream, if I have time, usually I do shipping immediately. I try to get this stuff out of the door and ship immediately. I try to ship immediately for all platforms, eBay, Poshmark, whatnot, Amazon. I'm a very fast shipper. I ship 6 days a week because I know how important that is to the customer. It affects your ratings. Currently, my rating's really good on Whatnot. I ship very fast, and it shows on your Whatnot profile. This could change, but it currently shows your average ship time, and my average ship time right now, September, is 1 day. Literally, you buy from me, I usually ship that same day or the next day, 6 days a week. So I did forget to film myself shipping this stuff. You'll see at the end of the video I mentioned, oh, let's start shipping. I completely forgot, literally. After I turned the camera off from filming this YouTube video, I shipped everything out and completely forgot to show you. But as I'll tell you at the end of the video, my shipping process is really simple. I just do one by one, and I knock it out really quickly. 40 items usually takes me less than an hour to ship. So let's do some follow-up after the stream. Look at how oily I get. Just 1 hour later, and it looks like I just like took some olive oil and rubbed it all over my face. That was fun. That was an hour. Remember how I said I was going to stop rambling during sales? That didn't happen. I was telling girl talk stories and telling life stories and having people guess my age. But I'm pretty sure if you watch me, you just like that kind of banter and like you're hanging out with a friend. So I don't know, at one point I had 90 viewers, and then throughout the entire stream, which was an hour, we stuck between 60 and 70 people, which I am always grateful anyone shows up to my streams. I have about 2,000 followers, well, 2,100 right now, August 2022. So, you know, when I go live in the middle of the day, well, it's towards the end of the day. I went live at 3. I'm just like, oh, people are at work, or East Coast is just getting home. I'm just going to be grateful if I get like 20, 30 people and then like 70 people show up. So, yeah, that's just the name of the game with Whatnot. My arm's hurting. You're going to have people pop in, pop out. Your numbers are going to fluctuate. Do not feel bad. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong. That's just the name of the game with live auctions. Okay, I don't know how much I can hold this. Sold out of everything. There was one item that I missed a flaw. Every single live this is happening. It's getting on my nerves. Just keeping it real, real talk. I'm human. I missed some flaws. All of this stuff is new with tags. I completely omitted online. It's all new with tags from Nordstrom, but people may have tried some of this stuff on. These are all shelf pulls, things that didn't sell at Nordstrom. So sometimes there's like, I don't even want to get into details because it's shapewear and underwear. You can use your imagination. I even looked at all of this under a ring light, but I'm just human. So I missed a little flaw. So I sold out except for that one item that I missed a flaw. So another sold out show. I mean, I'm so hot. You could probably see from the footage, I'm very animated. I try to show every detail. I'm going back and forth to the computer, to the item, and with the ring lights. I mean, I have the air conditioning on, but it's just a lot of work. Now that I've done an hour stream, this was a good test for me. I've done an hour stream without working my full-time job, you know, being on vacation. I can understand how people could go 2-3 hours. Like if I, you know, didn't have my full-time job, it's not as exhausting when I'm not working. So that makes me think maybe I should stick more to weekend streams and then like one weekday stream. Because when I'm working and I do this, and then I have mommy duty and fiance duty, it's exhausting. It's an exhausting day. So yeah, it's not as bad when you don't have a full-time job and you can just, you know, have fun and have girl chat. And so that was fun. I don't know if I'll keep doing so much girl chat in my live streams. We'll see. People seem to enjoy it. People want to connect, you know, they want to get to know you. So I'm just being myself. So hopefully you're getting some good information, tips. This is helpful or somewhat entertaining. I don't know. I think I'm going to just go through the whole process and I'm going to show you how I ship. It's not super exciting, so this part of the video is not going to be super long. I literally go one by one for each package to make sure I get everything right. I have so far not sent anything wrong to anyone this entire year because that's what I do for shipping. I used to make mistakes last year when I would like bulk print. Like if I had 10 packages on Poshmark and I print them all at once, I would make a mistake by like sending someone the wrong package. So this year, all of 2022, it's a little bit more time consuming, but it's worth it. And I'm so efficient that I've been able to go really fast. I go one by one and I just knock it out. A lot of people bundled, which is really great and makes shipping a lot easier. I sold 40 items, but I think it said I only have 25 packages to ship because a lot of people bundled. So that's nice. All right, let's do shipping. And then, like I said, friends, I forgot to film the shipping. I am so sorry. I could do a separate shipping video if you want, but like I said, it's really simple. I literally just print the label one by one. I don't do a mass printout of labels because I just like to go in order, make sure I get the right item. And then I put a thank you note if you buy 2 or more items and a free gift. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the videos on the screen, friends. I am here for you multiple times a week. And we are so close to 10K. Ciao.